Now we're going to look at some models for integer addition. When you start adding positives and negatives, it can get a little bit hairy. So it's nice to start with some sort of a manipulative to kind of get a feel for what's happening. So the first one I'm going to show you is either the chip model, or you can call it the charged field model. So one of the manipulatives you can buy are these little chips. They look like this. They're red on one side, they're yellow on the other side. Sometimes they're red and white. But usually we make the yellow side the positive side, and then we'll make the red side the negative side. So this would be -2, this would be +2. But what's interesting about these chips is if you have a positive and a negative, those are going to cancel each other out, because this is 1 and this is a -1. And if you add a 1 and a -1, they turn into 0. So if you happen to have these manipulatives, that's great. They're pretty easy to make if your school can't afford to buy you a set of them. And you can also find them online. There's virtual chips that you can find. You can also do this as a charged field model, which is what I'm going to do for the notes since we're drawing. And for charged field, what they mean is like pluses and minuses. So the positive, I'm going to draw a positive if I intend to have a positive number, and if I want to have a negative number, then I'm going to draw just a little minus. So we're going to use pluses and minuses, and I am going to make the negative ones red. I think that's always a good idea. You got to change the colors up a little. So if we want to add 3 plus 6 using this type of a model, you're going to put 3 positives plus 6 positives. See how both these numbers are positive? So we're going to go like 3 plus 6. And you just stick them inside there, right? So we have 3 positives plus 6 more positives. The only sign that we could have on our answer would be positive. That's the only thing we're dealing with here. And it's a +9. So I know that you guys know that 3 plus 6 is 9. I'm not trying to insult you by saying that. I'm just saying this is how you would model it. And the big thing here is this helps you figure out what sign you're going to put on your answer. Not just what the answer is, but what sign it has, whether it's positive or negative. So this would be 9 positives. If we wanted to add -5 plus -3, we'd have to put 5 negatives, and then we'd have to put 3 negatives, right? And everything that we're adding up is negative. So the answer could only be negative. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 8 of them. So -8 is what your answer would be. Okay, so that's how you would start out if the numbers that you're adding have the same sign. But the beauty of this charged field model, or the chip model, is what happens when you have mismatched signs. So let me show you a couple where we have mismatched signs. All right, so this is 2 plus -4. So I'm going to put 2 positives, and then I'm going to put 4 negatives. Stick them in there like that. And so what's going to happen is every time you have a positive and a negative, they're going to cancel. And so this positive and this negative, they're going to cancel and become 0. And this positive and this negative, they're going to cancel and become 0. And then you just look at what you have left, and you can see that what you have left is 2 negatives. And this is where the color coding, I think, really helps. So the answer is negative, and it's a -2. This is a really, really easy way to kind of model integer addition. I really like this model. Then if we wanted to do -4 plus 6, you'd put 4 negatives, and then you'd put 6 positives. Kind of thinking ahead, I'm going to kind of stack them up here a little bit. So I've got my 6 pluses, I've got my 4 minuses, and then you go through and you just start hacking away, right? You go, that cancels, this cancels, this cancels, this cancels, and what I'm left with is not just 2, but I'm left with a +2. So that tells me that my answer would be +2. This is a great way to start modeling integer addition for your students.